Greetings and welcome back to my channel, friends. I'm delighted to see you here today because in this video, we're going to learn English using a unique technique called shadowing. If you're wondering what shadowing is, let me explain. It's when you listen to someone speak in English and attempt to repeat what they say exactly as they say it. This helps you improve your listening skills and even your pronunciation intonation. It's like being a shadow that follows every move. Here's how you can use this video to practice. First, listen to me as I read a tale. Before we start, I want to explain why I chose this story. All the words will show on the screen for you to follow along with, and you may try repeating after I mimic my tone and rhythm. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. Practice makes perfect. I heard this lately, and since it's both fascinating and practical, I thought it would be ideal to share it with you. Today's story, which is written in simple, easy-to-read English so you can concentrate on understanding, is about Sarah, a young woman who visited the United States for the first time. Here's what we'll do. I'll read the narrative slowly and clearly, and you can follow the words on the screen. Later, you'll have an opportunity to repeat the lines with me. This will help you practice speaking. This is a fantastic method to simultaneously improve your speaking, listening, and even reading abilities. Are you prepared to hear Sarah's story? Let's get started. This is the tale. I am currently at the airport, and I am ecstatic since today is my first flight to New York City. I have my passport, my ticket, and my bags. When I reach the check-in desk, everything is ready, and I give my ticket to the lady. She smiles and says, "Here is your boarding pass. You are in seat 177 seat. Have a good flight." "Thank you." I say, "A window seat, perfect." I love looking out a window when I fly, go through security, and it takes forever to line. It's so long, but I finally get through now. I am at gate 23, waiting to board my flight. After some time, I hear the announcement, Flight 567 to New York is now boarding. Please line up I. Group number, my heart races. This is it. I get on the plane and walk down the aisle. Looking for my seat 17A, when I reach my row, I stop. Someone is sitting in my seat. It is a man in a blue jacket, and he is looking out a window. I feel nervous, but I say, "Excuse me, sir, this is my seat." He looks at me surprised. "Oh," he says, "Are you sure? Let me check my ticket." He pulls out his ticket and looks at him. He says, "My ticket says 17A. I think this is my seat." Now I am confused. I pull out my ticket and show it to him. See, my ticket says 17. I say confidently. He looks at my ticket, then looks at me. He smiles kindly and says, "Okay, no problem. You can take the seat. I'll sit in the middle." I feel a little bad, but I really want the window seat. "Thank you," I say as I sit down. The plane takes off, and I look out the window. The clouds are so beautiful. The man beside me strikes up a conversation. "Are you in New York for vacation?" he asks. "Yes, it's my first time. I want to see Times Square and the Statue of Liberty." "That's great. I live in New York. You'll love it. It's a busy city, but it's full of life." As we speak, I notice something odd. He doesn't seem upset about losing the window seat. He is calm and even friendly. After a while, the flight attendant passes by. She looks at me and then at the man. "I'm sorry, but I think there was a mistake." I freeze what I've made. I look at my ticket, and the flight attendant looks at the seat numbers. She says, "You are in the wrong seat." I asked, "Were you confused?" "Your seat is 17A, and it belongs to this gentleman." She says, explaining that it's actually 17C, the aisle seat. My face gets red. I look at the man, and he just smiles and says, "I don't mind the middle seat." I feel so embarrassed because I knew I was right all along, but I was wrong, and I should have been sitting in the aisle seat. "I'm so sorry." I tell him, "You were right all along. Don't worry about it." He laughs. As the plane lands, I can't stop thinking about how kind he is. He didn't argue or get upset. Instead, he just smiled and gave me the seat. I thank him again, saying, "Enjoy New York, and next time double-check your ticket." As I get off the plane, I feel a mixture of emotions, including embarrassment, gratitude, and relief, because this trip has already taught me that sometimes it's okay to admit when you're wrong. What can we learn from Sarah's story? First, always double-check your ticket. It's a simple step, but it can save you a lot of confusion. It's simple to make blunders like sitting in the incorrect seat, especially when we're feeling anxious or thrilled. But the most crucial lesson is that mistakes are okay. Sarah believed she was correct, but the man was patient and nice instead of becoming angry. This shows us that even in little circumstances, Showing kindness to others may have a significant impact. Learning English is similar to this journey in that we occasionally make mistakes. But that's okay because mistakes help us grow. What matters is that you keep trying and remain optimistic because every little step you take toward learning English brings you one step closer to your objectives. Now, I want you to consider this. What would you? Have you changed seats or insisted on remaining where you felt you belonged in Sarah's case? Tell me in the comments below. Let's now examine some helpful terms and expressions from Sarah's narrative. You can use these phrases and words in everyday life or when traveling. One helpful statement at the airport is, "Excuse me, this is my seat." If someone is seated in the incorrect seat, repeat, "Excuse me, this is my left seat," which is a kind approach to confirm your seat or other travel information. "My ticket, have a good flight" is a nice way to wish someone a safe and enjoyable journey. Please repeat after me. Two terms related to the trip: boarding pass. This is an example of the ticket you need to obtain an airline boarding pass. At the gate, I presented my boarding pass. There are 3 different kinds of seats on an airplane: window, center, and aisle seats. For instance, I choose a window seat because I adore the view from the middle aisle seat. Security examines a procedure whereby airport employees in the area where you wait to board your flight check your bags and ID. For instance, the security check took a long time today. Gate 23 is where the flight is boarding. 3 expressions for a courteous dialogue: "Don't worry about it," is a polite way of saying that everything is fine. For instance, when I apologized for the error, he added, "Don't worry about it. Errors occur." A reassuring statement to remind someone that mistakes are common. Errors occur. For instance, a man remarked that mistakes occurred when I sat in the wrong seat. Enjoy your travel as an example of how to positively wish someone luck on their journey. Enjoy your journey. Practice time, the flight attendant stated. Let's practice some of these words together. Excuse me, but this is... I appreciate you practicing with me today. My seat will allow me to check my ticket. Don't worry about it. Mistakes happen. You did a great job. Keep in mind that these phrases are very helpful when traveling. Try using them the next time you fly, or even in other situations where you need to speak politely. I hope you enjoyed Sarah's story and gained some new knowledge. Keep in mind that you can watch this video as many as you like to work on your shadowing skills. Reciting the story will help you pronounce words more clearly. English rhythm and confidence. If you thought this video was useful, please give a thumbs up and tell your friends about it. Also, don't forget to subscribe before we leave. As Sarah discovered when traveling, English is more than simply words and grammar. It's about making connections with others. Therefore, continue honing your skills, remain inquisitive, and relish the experience. I'll see you in the upcoming video.